Selby will be over the moon. The world #1 is the UK champion. And he wins the World Championship for the very first time.
But is Mark Selby feeling good this evening? Hello, a very good evening to you and welcome to highlights of the 2016 Betfred World Snooker Championship. We have had another super Saturday of snooker with Mark Selby looking to book his place in the last 8. Selby up against Sam Baird from Devon, making his second appearance here at the Crucible. Won his first match ever just last week against Michael White. Selby led 11-7 when we left this match on BBC Two earlier this evening. Baird won the next 2 frames. We're going to show you what happened in frame 21. It's Sam Baird to play, trailing by 14 points.
Problem for Sam here is if he plays this with too much pace, he could cannon into the other red. But what a shot!
One. Yep, and if it slows up, he'll have a chance of the yellow to the middle. And you would think he'd have just enough angle to stun down for the red on the top cushion. Good pot. Well, he can get through to the yellow. He's thinking about the snooker, but nice angle on the yellow just to stun down for this red has got to be the way to play.
Well played, superb shot.
Sorry.
It's a bit straight to think of moving the black, screwing into the black. If he had a slight angle, it may be an impossibility. We know that these pockets are very difficult along the cushion. A couple of big shots coming up here, John.
Yeah, I'd be favouring playing for the black, leave herself a nice angle. I'd rather have a bit more angle than this, and the reason I was saying that, you'd love to be able to play the black in such a way that if it didn't go in, it stopped the red being possible. So now he's going to have to fully commit to this.
Yes, he's going to have to play this a little bit more pace than he would have liked.
And just off the cushion, you've got to be so accurate. Couldn't have played it better. Could not have played it any better.
They made that look easy, John, didn't
They always do when they go in. But no, there was pressure on that. Now you would think he's just got to be careful, because I think he'd like to go up for the blue here. But the more pace he puts into the shot, the more it makes the red missable. Just 3 points behind now.
Well, if he's not too close to the red, he can play with topspin and right-hand side for the black. He's playing the screw shot. And at pace, as you quite rightly say, this is missable.
Took the danger of missing it with pace. Needs good cueing on this black. Cued it beautifully. Now it needs to run past the blue. He's looking for a straightish yellow. He's not got it. Can he reach without using the rest?
19.
He looks as cool as a cucumber, doesn't he? But it could be the old duck syndrome. Looks calm and cool on the top, and the feet are going 100 miles an hour under the water. But so far, he's played a couple of good pressure shots here. The black along the cushion, the black off the spot just then. Oh, you see, that's the problem. You're stretching. You've got to ask the question, do you get right in line with the shot?
How many times do we see that, John, when the player puts the extension on the end of their cue? It just changes the throw of the cue, especially if they're using side. See it so often.
So Mark Selby, 5 points behind. Got a chance of this yellow. The brown obviously is going to be the key ball in now in this frame. Both players need it. Great pots. Now what sort of an angle has it got on the green? It's a bit thinner than he would like. Can he pot the green? Cannon the pink off the side cushion to hold for the brown? He needs the pink, of course.
Timed that yellow so well. Got too much action into the cue ball. That's an excellent shot. What a lovely shot that is.
5.
Got the pink in play. Quick glance at the scoreboard. The points are level. He needs brown, blue and pink. And this brown, if he's going to get good on the blue with pace, he's no gimme. Never a gimme at that pace. And where's the brown running? It's running on for Sam Baird. He now needs brown, blue and pink to get within one. Never easy, those. And if you got your hand on the table. So what a chance now from the young man from Cullompton.
Four.
So now, all about position from blue to pink. He's got a natural angle to cut the blue into the middle. He'll come off the baulk cushion. It's all about judging the pace. I think the line is guaranteed.
9.
Judging the pace. He needs it to run for the middle. It's running, it's running, it's perfect! Selby had a few chances there, put it to tremendous yellow, but the brown with the rest caught him out, and Sam Baird right back in it, just one behind, 11-10.
This is some performance from Sam Baird. Into the next frame, Sam to play, and he's behind.
I don't think he'd be playing the pot here, just playing the containing safety, I would have thought. But he's caught it all wrong. He's not left anything easy, that's the only thing you can say for that.
Well, although it's not easy, Mark may be tempted into taking the difficult red into the left centre, playing it as a screw shot with right hand side, checking the cue ball up offside cushion and baulk cushion for the yellow into the yellow pocket. Tough shot, but a great shot.
1.
Yep, good pot, no position, but chance to put Sam Baird in lots of trouble here.
Selby 1.
Now, how do you get this safe? And you just feel that Mark Selby gets the chance of the next red. He'd clinched the frame. Okay, he needs 3 of the remaining reds, but 2 of them are nicely in the open. I can't see one red that he can make contact with that wouldn't leave a pot on. Is it? It's in hope time.
Certainly faced with a very, very tricky situation here, John.
Foul and a miss.
I can see what he was thinking
Selby
of.
4.
Hit that red that's at this end of the table would be safe. Be surprised if Mark takes it. I know it cuts back, but he's not guaranteed position on a colour. And I didn't see a way that Sam could get that safe, but maybe he feels in potting this he could run into the red on the left-hand side of the table, one near the left middle pocket, and if he cannons that, it'd be on the blue and bring that red into play. And as I say, he needs 3 of these remaining 5 reds.
I'm surprised he's taken this on because he's got Sam in so much trouble.
1.
I didn't get the cannon on the red, but I think he took it on because he thought, well, if I pot it, I've got a chance of winning the frame. And he has now. He's played this nicely. 37 ahead, 59 remaining. When he pots this red,
3.
there'll only be 51 remaining, but he needs red, colour red, to go within 1 frame of a place
4.
in the quarter-final. This black will put him 45 points in front with 51 remaining. It's no formality just yet.
He does have a slight angle, but he's certainly straighter than he would have liked. He's got options. Maybe the deep screw across the table. Oh, he's got a terrible contact there. Terrible contact. Cue ball's gone nowhere because of that. There you see the black jump. Takes all the pace out of the cue ball. Maybe tempted to play a double with safety in mind. 45 in front with 51 ahead. Just needs this red.
Yep. I don't think the red on the left-hand side of the table he can double. I don't think the one closest to the cushion on the right-hand side of the table can double. But this one certainly can. We'll know before him if it goes in. Not there.
Mark Selby 11.
Big favourite. But can't count your chickens at this game.
Made sure he got a good cue ball there, Mark. Because there was a chance that he could possibly leave a cross-table double with the red on the left-hand side cushion. And by getting such a good cue ball, he made that shot impossible. So, good reply from Sam. Good safety shot.
Yes, made it look easy, but too thin on that safety or too thick. He could have collided into green or brown. You see it just confirming that he pots the red, he'll go 46 ahead with just 43 remaining. Didn't want to risk the pot. Took the opportunity to put the red safe, but I'm surprised if Sam doesn't play safe off that red. The mark's just pushed to the side cushion. Looks straightforward enough. Well, that's better than it could have been, and I think the reason he was short, he didn't want that red to go over to the other side cushion. But Mark may be tempted to pot this red. As I say, it's frame ball, and you just get the feeling with this type of shot, the only red you could leave is the one you're playing, and of course if it goes in, it's a frame winner. Playing no risk snooker. I don't know whether he thought of the cannon on the black. Not something you'd do really, because you'd like to have the cue ball tight against the cushion. You mentioned a cross double before, Peter.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if he can avoid the yellow if he plays that though, John.
Needs to rattle the jaws, and it didn't. Now where's this red going to finish? Well, if Mark Selby's got an angle on this red, he could play the double and bring the cue ball back to the top cushion. He'll play it. He could still play the pot on the red near the brown spot. Well, is he going to play the double or just the safety? You don't want to inhibit yourself too much here. You only need one pot. Oh, he did play the double, and he looked in for a moment. Just a fraction out. I think he thought it was in. So did I. Oh, much too thick. If you're going to miss those, you've got to err on the side of hitting it too thin. So here's a better chance now for Mark Selby to clinch this frame. Just the red required.
Interesting to see how he plays this, John, because if he plays it with left-hand side and gets through the ball a bit quick rather, he could hit this red thick. Well, that's beautifully cued.
What? On ball. Selby won.
So, with a lead of 46 points and just 43 remaining, Mark Selby looks to be one frame away from a place in the quarter-final.
Yes, indeed, Mark Selby does go on to win that frame. Into the next, Sam Baird to play, and there is no score.
He's played that really well. Under the circumstances, that really was an excellent shot.
This red near the right corner is cuttable. It's a thin one. Just coming round to have a look at the potting angle. One of those type of shots you think, well, use it as thin as you can. You're going to pot the red. But where the cue ball goes, it's anybody's guess. Taking it on, needs to get it. He's got it now. Is it going to be on a colour? Flick off the yellow, puts it on the blue. We'll settle for that. Had to trust to luck, but the main thing was pot the red, and that's what he did. And flick on the yellow just slowed the cue ball down enough. I wouldn't say to leave him nicely on the blue, but on the blue. Yeah, control that cannon nicely.
6. Seven.
Not certain where the pink will go when it's respotted. I don't think he's worried about things like that at the moment, John Parrott. Nickname Mark Selby at his best, like a hoover, the way he hoovers the balls up. That's all he'll be thinking of now.
13.
Pot as many balls as he can. Has he hampered himself? Can he cue past this red? It's a little bit careless if he can't.
Well, he definitely got a heavy contact there, John. Took all the pace out of the cue ball here. You watch the red jump. That was a kick. It's just okay.
Yeah, could just cube past the red. So 69 is the target.
20.
And he's already got 20 of them. Another 49 points for a place in the quarter-final. Judged to kiss off the second
21.
red nicely. May have to play another little cannon here. Just cannon that red that's just to the left of the pink. Hold the cue ball in the middle of the table. Could have worked out slightly better than that.
26.
He's on the red to the corner, but the pink's not available. He's badly hampered with the red to the left of the one that he's straight on. Can he force this round the angles? Or can he stun for the pink in the opposite middle? That's what he's tried, and he's played it absolutely perfect. Great shot.
What a shot that was. Brilliant shot from Mark Selby there. This is very impressive stuff when he needed it most. What an incredible shot that was.
33.
Just the cannon on the pink perfectly. You can always tell when a player's played the correct positional shot. He gets down very quick. No need for any thinking time. It's only when you're slightly awkward with your position that you have to think about it.
40.
Sam Baird probably sat there wondering as he played his last shot. It has to be said,
41.
there's been times in this match when he's had the world #1 on the ropes. But he's played such an experienced competitor as Mark Selby. You've got to keep him on the ropes, and just a few chances Sam has let go begging. And it looks like it's going to cost him the match.
One of the hallmarks of being an outstanding champion is handling the greatest of pressures in adversity. Mark Selby has done that time and time and time again. He's doing it again right now.
47.
Couldn't avoid the kiss on the second red. It's not
48.
worked out well. He's finished well short on the pink. The potting angle is taking him away from the reds at this end. He's just pointing where he'd probably finish. He just potted the pink, just rolled it into the corner. Leave himself a mid-distance red. Don't see any value in playing the straight blue, so just pot the pink. Oh, playing with bottom. Is he trying to come in and out of balk? He is. Doesn't want a full ball kiss on the brown. No, he got a nudge on it.
54.
So he won't be playing this red now, hampered as he is over the yellow. That's end of break for me. This red on the left-hand side of the table, surely too risky. Particularly with a 54-point lead. Good save to the order of the day. Yep, he's played that well.
Mark Selby. 54.
The object ball on the side cushion and a very good white.
Well, it's all very tense in this one, and it's not over yet.
Glance at the scoreboard. Pot the brown are 23 points behind with 18 remaining, 1 5-point snooker to tie.
4.
Wow. Don't tell me he's going to pot the blue. Don't know why he wanted to get this close to the blue. No, absolutely right.
Sam Baird 4.
And he's got the snooker behind the pink. And nice to see a little tap on the table there from Mark Selby. Even in the heat of battle, still sportsmanship shining through.
Fabulous touch that was from Sam Baird. This should be easy enough to hit off one cushion.
But another chance to lay that snooker to tie. There you see it. 5-point penalty will put him 18 points behind with 18 remaining. And okay, if you probably the blue, he'd want snooker on the pink to be able to win, but you want a couple of balls of snooker behind, not just one. And misjudged it. That's it. That is it. Tremendous pot. And there you see why Vicky, she knows now that's the end, and so does Sam Baird. Unbelievable. Sam Baird, when he was 11-7 down, looked down and out, but he dug in, he battled hard. But when he got to 11-11, the experience, the match nous, if you like, of Mark Selby came to the fore. He'll run out a very relieved winner. Feel for Sam Baird, just a few chances that could have gone the other way, but it's Mark Selby. Made hard work of it, but he's in the quarter-final. He wins 13 frames to 11.
Well, late night drama here at the Crucible. Delighted to say that Mark Selby joins us now live in our studio here in the Winter Gardens. Many congratulations to you, Mark. I was looking at you and saw some of the body language, saw you looking up at the sky, very angry when you were chalking your cue. What happened out there?
Yeah, I just lost my head a little bit. I mean, a little bit with the table, a few bad bounces, as I've seen to be most of the tournament, but just in general, like, my concentration seemed to be non-existent after the 2 frames of the night session. Whatever reason that was, I don't know, and just managed to regroup in the last 2 frames, thankfully.
There's no reason for the lack of concentration, is there?
No, I mean,
your finger on it?
No, even like just during the season, obviously, like normally I'm really good, I can really get zoned in, but for whatever reason, I seem to lose focus quite easy nowadays, whether it's old age or not, I don't know.
Fair play to Sam Baird, though, played well.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've rated him for years and years, and I'm surprised that he's took this long to sort of break through. And yeah, in patches he played some great stuff, and from 11-7 down he put me under pressure. When
you've been in a situation like this, had such a late night, does that help you in your preparation then for the next round?
A little bit. I mean, obviously it's just thankful just to get through, really. I mean, I didn't perform great, as you say, and just to get through, it's nice. I've got a couple of days off now, so back on the practice table and try and regroup and hopefully come back fresh.
It's Mark Allen or Kyron Wilson in the quarterfinals. How's your luck against those two?
Kyron, I've not played that much in competitive competition. Mark, we've played a few times. I think it's about even. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. But whoever I play, it's going to be a tough game.
Got to ask you about the table conditions, because we've seen today Alan McManus and Ali Carter really frustrated with the table they were playing on today. Also, Mark Williams and Michael Holt have been complaining specifically about the bounce. What's your view on that?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, obviously, even just throughout the season, the tables have been like that, so inconsistent from one day to the next. I don't know. I mean, I know they changed the set of balls a few years ago. Whether it's that or not, I'm not so sure. I mean, obviously, no one can put the finger on it, I don't think.
I think the fitters are actually changing the tables now. As soon as you finish tonight, I think the table fitters are working on them. There will be people watching again saying, well, here we go, here we have snooker players once again complaining about the conditions. It seems to be happening in a lot of the tournaments, Mark.
Yeah, it's frustrating because, like you say, you can be really struggling and then all of a sudden you win a frame and get a little bit of momentum, play a good safety shot to create your chance, and then you get in and you have a bad bounce through no fault of your own, and you sort of can't allow for that. And I mean, I played in the UK earlier on in the season against Neil when the table was playing like that, and it got to some points in the match where I was actually trying to play for the bounce because I was expecting it more times than not.
But you know what some people will say? Well, you know, maybe you're just putting it down to the table and maybe it's about your performance.
No, it's not. I mean, obviously, it's the same for both players. I understand that, but it's just frustrating because it's not just happening to me, it's happening to everyone else. I mean, even during the match there, Sam had some shots where he had, like, bad bounces. It made him run out of position. It's just frustrating more than anything else.
Many congratulations. You're through to the quarterfinals. That's what matters. Thank you very much indeed to Mark Selby for joining us live here in the Winter Garden. So Mark is through to the quarterfinals. Also looking to join him today, Alan McManus and Mark Williams. Alan McManus won the first 3 frames against Ali Carter, and he retained his lead after the next 2 were shared. After suffering several kicks and heavy bounces off the cushions, Carter fell 12-10 behind after a terrible miscue on the black, but then produced a fine break of 100 to prolong the match into a 24th frame. But another missed shot from Carter, enough for McManus to take the frame he needed to inflict a 13-11 defeat.
Conditions are pretty difficult out there, and some of the kicks both of us had and some of the bouncing, it became really tough. It's difficult to explain, you know, it's just that the cue ball just finishes where it shouldn't.
Meanwhile, Michael Holt overcame his own difficulties on the table with this big bounce against Mark Williams. Later, a brilliant shot helped Williams take an 11-6 lead at the start of the third session. After a re-rack, Holt replied with a brilliant opening red and a marvellous break of 120 to take the next 2 frames. But it was not enough, as Mark Williams held on and won the match by 13 frames to 8.
One frame in the match, that winning.
Certainly happy with the win. Played quite good, except for the first session. I was pretty poor, and you know, I had a miracle to get out 4-4. It could have easily been 6-2, 7-1 to him. Everyone can see what the bounces and kicks that was happening, and rather than try and let yourself get frustrated, just have a laugh about it, and that's what we was trying to do. Really, was some of the stuff going on out there was laughable.
One of the score to bring you up to date in and the repeat of the 2013 Crucible final. Barry Hawkins leads by 5 frames to 3 against Ronnie O'Sullivan. That is the first session. They resume tomorrow. Let's just show you what's happening. Mark Selby's just been with us live here in the Winter Gardens. These are live pictures from the Crucible. You just heard Mark Williams and Alan McManus complaining about the bounce. Mark Selby also said the performance at the table, the cushions are being changed right now, so hopefully we will see an improvement tomorrow. So we've seen 2 veterans go through to the quarterfinals in Mark Williams and also Alan McManus. John Higgins also hoping to join them in the last 8. He's taking on Ricky Walden. We're going to show you what happened in the final frame of the session with Higgins to play.
Well, he's broken off 4 times. He's left that red on 4 times. I think he'll be on the practice table later. Going to stop that happening. And John Higgins, I think, has made 3 out of the 4. Well, that was half handy, but he's hit the black off its spot.
6.
Things available, obviously, but if we could play power off that black, makes the shot a little more difficult.
7.
That's the first time we've got half a bounce off the cushion. I mean, we've done enough to kind of say that the table's not played at all well, but we should give them credit to have got it playing this well. The fitters during the 2 sessions have got it back to normal. How they've done it, I don't know. It may be the fact, Terry, I know you're not in agreement with this, but because these 2 players are playing very well and probably no tension in their arm, whether that makes any difference when you've got a bit of tension, whether that makes the balls bounce or something, or... I mean, they're both cueing beautifully. And like I say, we've had hardly any kicks at all. Well, I can't remember one. I can't remember the referee cleaning the white.
$14.
Big target to get on choice of reds, but that one did fly. That's the first one
19.
we've had fly off the cushion just when I was talking about it. I mean, that's got about 2 feet further than John Higgins thought. You can see why he's shaking his head. Fine off that cushion, fine off this cushion, but just look how it comes off the 3rd cushion. Whoosh. Now, no problem with the red. But if he plays it slow, he'll finish virtually on top of the black.
20.
Not quite. We're very brave to take this black on, but you can't see any of the colours. Might be play off the cushion, but now then you're going to go for this. You could play a very thin cut on the black with some right hand side and go past those reds down to the balk area. Doesn't look like it though. He's taking it on. Oh, I tell you something. You can't even start to think how difficult that shot is. It was even everything on. If you missed it, the black would have been on the hole. All credit to you, John. There's many who would have played safe off that.
Another very clever positional shot. He knows now this is a fabulous chance to take a 2-frame lead going into the second session. He's done all the hard work in this first part of the break. Now he's got the pink and black open. He'll be disappointed if he doesn't score enough to win the frame.
34.
This match is amazingly enough being played over 3 days. They play the second session at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon, and at 7 o'clock on Monday it finishes. Wouldn't it be great if they both kept up this kind of form? Ricky Walden shouldn't be too disappointed the way he's played this evening. Been very impressed.
49.
Played very poorly in the first game, but it's also all about getting over the line against Robbie Williams.
50.
Virtually every little cannon's been played perfectly.
57. $58. $64. 65.
Break goes to 70 with 67 on. So John Higgins assured of possibly, well, definitely going to be taking a 5-3 lead into the second session. Now we're trying to make the 5th century of the tournament. And if he makes the century, it'll be the 50th century of the tournament. I think the record's sure to go the way they've started.
78.
Still got a lot of big break builders left in.
$79.
played a forcing screw there. It's like a stun screw just to
85.
widen the angle. Tried to get on 2 reds. He's missed the desired red, but he's perfect on the other one.
Thank you. 86.
John Higgins has done everything this evening apart from make a century. And the way he's played, he certainly deserves one.
$93. $94.
This to take the lead in the centuries made by one person. This to make his 5th at the Crucible this year. Very well done. Excellent. Very well done. What a beautiful session of snooker this has been. It's been a pleasure to watch. Pleasure to commentate on. Both players almost at the top of their game. Ricky can only sit there and admire, really, because he's played well himself. Apart from his safety being a little bit poor.
107.
But in the balls, he's looked exceptionally well.
Higgins,
Oh, what a shame. No long centre, but a magnificent 107. Both players a little smile at each other. They'll be both pleased with their night's work. John Higgins takes a 5-3 lead going into the second session tomorrow. Don't miss this one.
Excellent break from the 4-time world champion, and he resumes against Ricky in the afternoon session. That's it from us, but Snooker Extra follows us shortly over on BBC One if you want a bit more action from the Betfred World Snooker Championship. And then we're back at 10 o'clock over on BBC Two. A fantastic day snooker to look ahead to. Judd Trump against Karen Wilson as the second round continues. We'll see you then. From all of us here, bye for now.
Oh, good luck, mate.